business planning. So last time we discussed what a business plan is, what are the essential parts of writing a business plan, why is it important to write a business plan, and all the other information and necessary things that you need to remember in writing your business plan. Now, for today, we are going to be discussing the sample business plan itself. No? So here I'm going to be I'm showing you the sample business plan which my students from the University of Caloocan City made a couple of years back um, when we had our entrepreneurial management class, no, in the Masters in Business Administration program. So their business plan's name is Sushi Yatta, Happiness in Every Role. So just to give credit to those guys who worked on this project, they are as follows. Si Mr. Anthony Borlaza, si Ms. Jessa Daguno, si Mr. Joshue Delavin, who happens to be an accountant, si Mr. Mikko Obidencio, si Ms. Korina Pobocan, and lastly, si Ms. Pia Supan. Okay, so they did this back in October 2018. So um, this session will give us a look, a closer look at a detailed uh, business plan. So nandito po yung iba't ibang mga parts ng business plan and kung ano po yung dapat nyo ilagay doon sa mga parts ng business plan na yun. Okay? So I've been teaching business plan writing for more than 5 years already, and this is probably one of the best written output I got from my students. Okay, so let's start off with this part. Now, this is called the title page. Okay, by the way, this document is about 138 pages. I required them to prepare more than 100 pages because I needed to get the exact detail no, from a business plan. So, nung pinabookbind nila to, parang it's a regular size bookbind. Eh. Kaya nakakatuwa nung nakita ko yung output nila. Okay? So, here we have the title page as page 1. No? Then, table of contents. Okay, so dito sa table of contents, makikita po natin yung iba't ibang mga preliminary pages. No? So, the acknowledgement, the dedication, then the executive summary, no, as mentioned from the previous session. And then, yung chapter 1 nila, which is basically composed of the introduction or the business name, the nature of the business location, the business logo and tagline, the business offerings, target market, their initial capitalization, and their objectives, no, both short-term and long-term. Then for chapter 2, they have um, the market aspect or the marketing aspect, which is primarily composed of the following. Number 1 is industry analysis. Next part is market analysis. Next is target market profiling. Next is competitor analysis. And then they also have the marketing mix, okay, which is specifically broken down into 5 different aspects, no? Or yung tinatawag nating 4 P's, no, or 5 P's of marketing, which is product and price, place or distribution, promotion, people, and process. So it's 6 P's pala. No? It's not just 5. Kasi product and price description will count for 2 already. And then this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. So 6 P's of marketing yung ginamit nila. 6 P's of the marketing mix. And then under that will be their marketing strategies. So ano-ano po yung mga marketing strategies na plan nilang i-apply, no, in their business plan. Okay? So next is under their marketing strategies, they have pricing strategies. They have product strategies, place or distribution strategies, they have promotion strategies, and they also have people strategies. Chapter 3 is all about the technical aspect. So ito yung may kinalaman sa infrastructure, kumbaga, no, yung may kinalaman sa physical facilities ng kanilang store or ng kanilang shop, okay, or ng kanilang negosyo. So, nandiyan yung vicinity map, yung plant layout, the chart, no, okay, the gut chart, yung production plan nila, and everything. Okay, is there. Next is chapter 4, which is about management aspects. So, ano po ba yung composition ng organization? No? Pwede rin tawagin itong organizational aspect. Ano ba yung composition ng organization nila? Sino-sino ba yung mga members ng grupo o ng team na nagtatrabaho inside Sushi Yatta? Okay? Ano-ano yung mga duties and responsibilities nila? Okay? Anong uri sila ng business ownership? So on and so forth. Okay? And then meron sila ditong duties and responsibilities, no? May hiring and recruitment process sila just in case mag-expand na yung business, no, from one branch to several branches. So definitely they'll be needing more people. Hindi na po pwede yung nag-invite ka lang ng tao na gusto mong makasama para magtrabaho sa negosyo mo, no? So kapag ka nag-expand na kasi kayo having 5 or 10 5 or more branches, you'll be hiring people na. So may plan na rin po sila kung paano sila mag-hire ng tao. And then they have compensation plan. Okay, paano ba nila pasasalurin yung kanilang mga employees? Of course, they have their company rules and regulation. Okay, and then they have also provided a little bit of their social responsibility. Okay, so from chapters 1 to 4, nasa 110 pages na sila, no? So, but we're not yet done. No? Meron pa silang chapter 5, which is about the financial aspect. The financial aspect is, of course, yung ilang beses din na-mention doon sa part 1 natin, which is yung mga information na may kinalaman sa financial details ng kanilang negosyo. So these include the income statement, the statement of changes in owner's equity, the balance sheet, no, at yung kung ano pong mga importanteng financial details na pwedeng hanapin ng mga investors, no, or pwedeng hanapin ng bangko if you want to use this to apply as a loan for a bank. Okay? And then, of course, hindi lang naman natatapos ang isang business document with all the chapters, no? So dapat may mga appendices din siya. Yung mga importanteng bagay din na hindi naman bahagi ng first 5 chapters na kailangan pa rin isama o i-insert doon sa ating business plan, no? So nandiyan yung ating survey form, nandiyan yung profile, no, o yung parang resume, no, or short CV ng mga gumawa ng business plan. Okay? And their business plan presentation, no, or nung dinefend nila yung papel nila, nandiyan din yung mga attachment ng kanilang documentation and mga pictures. So like I said, no, ito po ay umabot ng 138 pages. Kasi po, or ito ay opposite doon sa sinabi natin from part 1 na dapat nasa 25 to 40 pages or siguro 50 pages pwede pa, no? Pero ito kasi, kaya naman po siya dumami o humaba ng ganun. Kasi syempre meron tayong require na spacing for margin, tsaka yung naka-double space kasi yung mga texts, plus yung kanilang font size na ginamit or na-require ko sa kanila is Arial and 12. So medyo may kalakihan yun. Kaya kumain talaga ng malaking espasyo and therefore nakapag-produce ng maraming pages. The reason why I required them this kind of template or this kind of format kasi parang practice na po ng mga MBA students ko in writing their thesis, no? Okay, which is I think after nitong SEM na ginawa nila to, may 2 SEM pa silang kailangang bunuin. Then right after that, mag-thesis writing na sila. So somehow medyo familiar na rin yung mga estudyante, no, in the correct way of writing their thesis. Okay? So that's enough for the introduction. Let's proceed now to the main parts. Okay. So well, for those who are teaching students, no, how to write a business plan, syempre kailangan natin ng mga preliminary pages, no, like acknowledgement. No? So pasulat natin sa mga estudyante natin kung sino-sino yung mga gusto nilang pasalamatan, okay, nung ginawa nila yung business plan nila, okay, at to whom they wish to dedicate their piece of work, okay, and then followed by the executive summary, okay. Pero kung ito ay gagamitin nyo naman as a terminal requirement for your ABM students, you can actually insert one page here, yung ginatawag nilang yung approval sheet, no? Kung saan nakapirma yung teacher or advisor ng mga estudyante plus yung mga panel members na pinagdaanan ng defense o ng presentation ng mga estudyante nyo, then approved or signed by the program head and the principal, no? As official requirement or as official document ng mga estudyante natin moving from either grade 11 to grade 12 or from grade 12 eventually to graduating from senior high. Okay? So meron po silang executive summary. Now, I think this was mentioned also in the part 1 of our session about business planning na kailangan ng executive summary, no? At ito ay usually nakalagay sa unahang part ng business plan natin or mga business documents, no? Maraming mga business documents, hindi lang business plan. And most of them have executive summaries. Okay? Now, yung executive summary, sa unang siya nilalagay, pero technically, you cannot write the executive summary without you having done entirely yung inyong business plan. Okay? So meaning to say, huli siyang ginagawa. Okay? Because you can't summarize anything without the executive, without the business plan na tapos na. No? Okay. So, pag nagawa nyo na pa executive summary, saka natin siya ilalagay sa bandang unahan ng ating business plan. Now, what's the purpose of executive summary? Now, just to give you a little bit of an idea as to why this is called executive summary. Okay? Ito kasi ay summarization ng, say for example, the document is as many as 125 pages. Pero gagawin yung 125 pages sa document na yun, o 120 pages sa document na yun, i-capsulize mo lang siya into 2 to 2.5 pages. No? Or mas maganda nga kung 2 page lang. No? Okay. Or at least 1.5 page, pwede na yun. Okay. Ito yung version ng research abstract naman, no, sa pagsusulat ng thesis. Executive summary yung tawag naman niya kapag business documents ang ginagawa natin. So ang laman po niyan is basically the most essential or the most important parts of your business plan. Ano-ano po yung mga yon? Well, kasama dito yung skeleton, no? Yung buto at kalamnan nung ating business plan. Like for example, yung pangalan ng negosyo, sino-sino yung magmamayari ng negosyo, ano yung products and services na i-offer nila, how much is the initial capitalization, saan po nila balak iput up itong negosyong ito, and kung ano siguro yung mga strategies na pwede nilang i-apply, no, during the operation of their business. Yung mga ganong detalye ang babanggitin nila dito sa ating executive summary. Okay? Kasama na rin po dyan yung projected financial details, like for example, ano yung ROI ng negosyo, no? Ilang taon ang aabutin para ma-recover 100% ng investor or ng may-ari ng negosyo yung kanyang pinuhunan. Say for example, meron siyang naglabas siya ng 1 million pesos para i-put up yung negosyo. Ilang buwan o ilang taon ang tatakbuhin bago niya mabawi yung 1 million na yun. Okay? So yun yung dapat mabanggit dito sa executive summary o yung tinatawag natin, ang tawag din is ROI. Okay? Return on investment. Okay? Kung kakayanin po natin makapaglagay ng detalye as to magkaano kaya yung magiging initial income or initial sales ng negosyo, no? Ay pwede rin po nating ilagay, no? Okay, as part of the financial projections. Okay? Pwede pong i-include yan dito sa uh, dito sa ating executive summary. Just like what is written here, no? So, gagamit daw sila ng 500,000 pesos as initial capital. Okay? So on and so forth. Okay? So let's move on with the first part ng business plan talaga. Okay, which is the introduction. Okay, under the introduction, nagsulat ng bahagya yung mga authors o yung gumawa ng business plan na to kung tungkol saan or kung para saan itong ginawa nilang business plan. Okay? So meron silang brief introduction as to why they wanted to put up or what they wanted to write a business plan and put up this kind of business. Okay? And then after that, babanggitin na po nila yung kanilang business name. Okay? And then of course, merong konting description. There must be a short description as to why they chose that as the name of their business. Okay? So sabi ng paliwanag nila dito, the term sushi in our business name was inspired by the main product that we offer, no? Which is primarily puro mga sushi kasi yung paninda nila dito. Okay? And then, Yatta naman is a Japanese word for triumphant shout. Yung sigaw ng mga Hapon kapag nagiging successful sila, Yatta! Parang gano'n. No? So, pag pinagsama nila, they call that Sushi Yatta. Okay? So, I hope that justifies their name. No? Okay? So next part ng chapter 1 natin is the nature of the business. Here we are going to define what exactly the business is all about. Okay, ano bang nature ng negosyo? Manufacturing ba siya? Service-oriented ba siya? Food business ba siya? Restaurant? Or anong generic name, no? Anong magiging generic name ng negosyo? Okay? So in their case, ang generic name ng kanilang negosyo or ang generic name ni Sushi Yatta is a food retail business. Okay? Which sells and offers sushi. Okay. And then, next part will be the business location. Saan po nila balak itayo yung kanilang negosyo, no? So, babanggitin dito yung eksaktong address, no, or eksaktong location ng pagtatayuan ng negosyo. Okay. But remember, dito sa part na to, hindi pa kailangan ng layout. Okay? Huwag muna natin lagyan ng layout kasi nag-i-introduce pa lang tayo. Okay? Meron namang specific part ng documentation na to na doon natin ilalagay yung layout, no, kung saan makikita yung eksaktong location ng negosyo. Okay? So, dito kahit purely text lang, no? Binabanggitin lang kung saan siya itatayo. No? So, yun yung business location natin. And then next is the business name, business logo and tagline. No? So, meron na kagad sila dito. Ang ganda ng branding nila. No? Sushi Yatta, happiness in every role. Okay. So, yun ang kanilang tagline, ang happiness in every role. Tapos syempre may konting description din as to why they decided to use that tagline. Okay, Sushi Yatta, happiness in every role. Okay, hit ng kanilang kanilang image, no? Ang cute ng kanilang logo. Okay. So, next is business offerings. Now, when we say business offerings, ito po yung mga products na ino-offer natin for our customers. So, babanggitin na po dito briefly kung ano yung mga paninda nila o yung mga products nila. Okay, so, nandyan po yan. 1 or 2 paragraph will do. No? Okay? At hindi pa naman kinakailangang i-discuss yan, no, in detail kasi meron po tayong marketing aspect at may marketing mix part po tayo doon. Doon po i-discuss yung buong description ng ating mga products. Okay? So, kumbaga pahapyaw lang muna rito or teaser na tinatawag. Okay? In fact, all these parts, no, from the introduction to the business name all the way down to the last part of the introduction is mga teaser lang talaga. Mga short details or short information pa lang to about what the business and the business plan is all about. Meron talagang mas malalim na discussion yan down the line o doon sa mga susunod pang mga chapters. Okay? So there's business offerings, and then target market. No? Okay, so yung dapat dito mabanggit na rin or ma-identify na kung sino yung mga magiging target market nila. Okay? So like I said, no, merong specific part po yan somewhere in chapter 2 na i-discuss in detail kung sino-sino yung mga target markets. So dito, brief description nila. Okay? Next is capitalization. So magkano po yung amount ng capital na gagamitin nila para simulan yung proyektong ito. No? So they mentioned here that it's going to be 500,000 pesos as the initial startup capital. And then, of course, meron ding reason bakit 500,000. Where are they going to get these 500,000? Ano yung source of fund na pinagkunan nila, no, para maipon itong 500,000 na to para gamitin sa pagsisimula ng kanilang negosyo. Okay? And then lastly is objectives, no, or yung tinatawag nating mga business objectives. Okay? At hinati ito into 2 kinds. No? We have short-term objectives and the long-term objectives. Okay, nandito yung long-term sa baba. Yung, excuse me, yung short-term objectives po natin usually lasts for months to about a year, no? Okay, 12 months. Hanggang 12 months po siya. Okay, pag sinabi namang long-term, usually yan, it's more than a year to about 5 years. So, ganun yung bato ng long-term objectives, no? It's usually 5 years long. Okay? Now, dito, mayroon silang objectives per quarter. No? So, for the first 3 months of their operation, ito yung kanilang mga objectives. For the third and the 6th month of their operation, meron naman silang bagong mga objectives. Okay? For the second semester ng kanilang second semester ng kanilang initial operation, ito naman yung kanilang mga objectives. So, meron silang mga targets each quarter, no, na nadadagdagan habang tumatagal yung kanilang operation. So, syempre, hindi naman nila kakayanin yan ng all-in-one, no, ng sabay-sabay, kaya inisa-isa muna nila. Okay? 3 objectives for the first 3 months, another 3 objectives for the second quarter, and then 3 objectives, no, in the second semester. Yan yung ginawa nila. Okay? Which is actually ideal para na-monitor nyo rin, no, kung nagagawa ba ng negosyo natin yung ating mga plano. Okay? Next is their long-term objectives. So on the second year of their operation, ito yung kanilang mga gustong mangyari. On the third year, ganito yung gusto nilang mga ma-achieve. No? Okay? On the fourth year, and finally on the fifth year. Okay? So ito yung kagandahan sa business plan. These objectives gives us now the sense of direction. Okay? At ito rin yung isa sa mga gustong makita ng mga investors kapag inilapit nyo yung business plan nyo sa mga gustong makipartner or mag-invest sa inyong negosyo. Kung ano yung mga plan yung mangyari. No? Okay? Pero syempre, ang mas importante pa dito sa likod nitong mga objectives is kung paano nyo ito ma-achieve. Okay? So basically, kapag ganun na po, what we're looking for there is business strategies or marketing strategies. Okay? So yun po yung chapter 1 ng ating business planning. Okay? Sa susunod na part, ang i-discuss naman po natin is yung chapter 2. Okay? Thank you.